Toastmasters. And especially Connie, in my role as the speech evaluator, I made a few notes as Connie was speaking, and I'll be providing my opinion on a couple areas that I thought she did well and a couple areas that I thought she could work on for future presentations. I felt that Connie definitely met the objectives for her project, or the second part of her project, which was to share some aspect of the plan to implement her vision. So I heard Connie talk about what the plans were as well as some of the learning. So I felt probably went beyond what the minimum expectations were for this particular project. As an experienced Toastmaster, Connie delivered a well-organized speech. I could follow where she was going. The introduction that her Toastmaster Nicole provided set the stage. So we were very clear on where she was going right from the beginning. And I heard two aspects to her speech, which was how the plan worked and then the learnings for that. And then concluding with a quote and a call to action for us. An area to work on, I thought, would be on vocal variety. That was something that I commented on for just the first part of this. So I think that's probably that is something to work on for future presentations. One example, I did see pauses for when you're talking about like plan to fail. So there was pauses used in there. I felt the one thing that might improve the most would be just adding just a slightly longer pause after your sentences. That allows us just a little bit of a time to catch up with you. So we might get easier to get lost in without that longer pause. And to challenge yourself, I thought that I saw a number of gestures used. The example was as VP Ed and hand was on your chest, referring to yourself. So the challenge would be to add some more of those purposeful gestures. I think the basic ones were there. This example would be if you're talking about, I heard you mention, say, the fourth learning. So just the fourth learning, and maybe that you had two aspects to your presentation. First, I'll talk about this. Second, I'll talk about that. The improvement that I saw from the last one was in the use of the stage. That was something that I'd suggested because I wasn't sure when you're moving from one point to the other. So I had definitely saw you move to the left for talking about mentors, to the far right for moments of truth. And I did notice you were staying within the boundary of the camera as well. Overall, I thought I encourage you to continue to prepare well-organized speeches, make use of your stage, and future to look at adding a little slight pause at the end of your sentence and to build in some purposeful gestures. So thank you, Connie. I don't know, level 5, is this level 5 done or close?
It's up to finish level.
Okay, so very close to another